Okay.
Hey, is this on?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, wow, you're so quiet. Hello.
Up, and... Oh. Let's be on your end, then.
What's up, dude? We're on the internet. You have to shut up now.
I like that almost without fail. Like, every time I do one of these playlists, it will always pick a song from an ending.
Beginnings and endings are a big part of soundtracks, right?
I suppose.
I mean, I don't know what's in your curated list.
I mean, I just straight up take the soundtracks from the, like, basically what I can get my hand on, and then just put that in there.
Well, yeah, but you're more biased towards the 8-bit and 16-bit eras, not the Red Book era, right?
No, well, I'm biased towards that in that it is easy to get those, whereas the other ones I have to, like, go to other, like, more specialized sources.
Right, so I'd imagine that the beginnings and ending songs are the longer ones and more common in some of the games, but maybe.
But if you think about it, it's the entire soundtrack. It's just and it's a randomized, so it's not based on length. So it's like there's like 15 tracks, and like the ending's like number 14. It always seems to pick the ending track.
Oh wow, Milton's Secret Castle's on the list today?
Yep. Alright, let's go ahead and start. Let me actually pick up the proper controller, not my Switch controller. Okay, so. Hello, and welcome to a Friday edition of Retro Inc. Rhapsody. Today we are doing yet another company profile, as we've kind of been doing this month. Today we're taking a look at Hudson. And in particular, we're taking a look at games that have characters that might as well be mascots for the company in some ways or another. Their mascotness might not have been really long-lived, but it was pretty notable for Hudson. And we're actually starting out with a game that, well, really isn't a Hudson game, but a certain part of it is very important in Hudson's history. So this game is incredibly notable. I don't know exactly how to phrase it, but it is very important.
I can't wait till we get to Bomberman.
We are not doing Bomberman because I feel we have done a lot of Bomberman. Although this technically, in a way, actually is in a weird way the sequel to Bomberman. At least the port we're taking a look at.
Stand by ready. Good luck.
Thank you for the raid. As RetroArch decides to take its sweet time to load. So, this, I think this is what I want to load. This is a Commodore 64 game, and this, as you can see there, this is Lode Runner. Originally by Doug Smith. Also, Dame Bigham, I believe, is a porter for this particular version. Lode Runner is a very notable puzzle game. Yeah, and basically the plot of it is you are a dude who can dig holes. And you want to get all the gold from the monks. And yeah, that's pretty much it. You don't really need a whole lot of explanation. So we are going to play this using keyboard controls. And we're going to do one run of this. Or like, we're going to see how far I can get just with this. So I got to remember what the keyboard controls are. So I believe it is J. Yeah, okay, so it's J. So it's one of those games that you press the button on the keyboard and you'll keep on going in that direction until you press a button to stop. Which is kind of weird. Also, you have E to shoot right. Damn it. E to shoot right, or no, not E. O to shoot right, and U to shoot left. So it's almost WASD controls, but further right on the keyboard.
Oh, I thought this had joystick support.
It does, but I couldn't get it to work. For some reason, at least the Commodore 64 version, I couldn't get to work. But yeah, this definitely does, which that would most definitely be the better way of playing this, but that's what I had to work with, because I didn't want to go super into this because I'm just showing this off just to show that this was originally a computer game.
Yeah, I think the Apple, which we're debuted on, their controller has 2 buttons.
I'm not super familiar with the Apple, so I just did C64 because I can get that to work. Also, once you get all the gold, a ladder will appear going upward. And you just go there. And yeah, it's a very simple game, but it's also, you know, it can get tricky. Also, this is a 1983 game, and the AI is actually fairly smart. Whoops. Also, I'm more familiar with consoleized version of this, so I'm not used to it being so squished. Also, I'm used to there being some sort of music, but...
Yeah, it's squished, but you can see everything at once, so how does that change your experience?
That's the thing that is nice about these computer versions, is that the fact that you can see everything at once, which you can't say for a lot of the console versions. Also, you have to be a certain distance back from them. They are a little squirrely. But if I was using a... Actually, I don't know if I was using a joystick, if it would be the hold to... Or if it would just be to press the button until you would... Yeah. It would be you go in the direction until you press the button to stop. Because the button to stop is just down.
If I recall correctly, it's only when you're moving the joystick and you can choose whether it digs holes in front of you or behind you.
I believe that's the case. Okay, so one of the monks has it. Or no, that's right here. Damn it. Thought I could outrun it. Yeah, I don't... This screen transition, I don't know why it's so slow.
I think you can disable it with Control I.
Control I? Huh. Because there's a lot of, like, shortcuts to, like, do things.
Yeah, there's even like a skip level or a kill yourself.
Yeah, I believe it.
I had this for the C64, and there's 150 levels, so I played the hell out of it.
Yeah, this is a very long... Like, there's a lot of levels in this default version. Which, I mean... Oh yeah, the monks... Also... Okay, and also those solid ones you can't dig through. Also, I did not realize that there was going to be an invisible block so early. Oops. Oh, there we go. So yeah, that's the C64 version of Lode Runner. So that's close to the original version of Lode Runner. But that's not why we're here. We're here to take a look at Hudson games. So we're here to take a look at this version. Which is the NES version. Originally came out in 1984. So it was a very early Famicom release. Also, what's nice is that this version has edit mode. So you can make your own levels. Oh, that didn't do much. Okay, how do I actually get out of that? Do I actually have to restart? Okay, anyway, yeah. So, let's actually start. There are, I believe, 4 Lode Runner games for the NES. 3 of them are Japanese only. Because if I remember correctly, Lode Runner for the computer received a sequel called Championship Lode Runner. And there was a port of that to the Famicom, but that did not come out over here. This version did come out over here. Whoops. Also, you might notice something about the enemies. In that they look like Bomberman. So yeah, for the most part, the port, it is a pretty good port of this game. I believe it only has 50 levels, though. So a lot of them got cut. And also, as we mentioned before, you can't see the entire screen, which is kind of unfortunate, but it's not too bad. But yeah, there is Championship Lode Runner. There's also 2 games called Super Lode Runner for the Famicom Disk System that were done by a REM. They're actually interesting, but because they have 2-player simultaneous co-op. And yeah, when Hudson brought this out, like, this was, I think I might have mentioned it when we were discussing Wizardry and how that was a big, a big thing in Japan. So there's a lot of Japanese companies that were just redoing Western PC releases for consoles. And this, I think, was probably the most popular one. Because much like how any game that has the Wizardry name nowadays is almost always Japanese developed, any Lode Runner game that comes out, because there was one that was recent that I believe it was just called Lode Runner Classic, or it was like Lode Runner World or something like that. That is a thing that was brought out by Tozai, which I believe is kind of the rights holders for a bunch of stuff that IREM has, because they're also the ones that do Spelunker. In the newer Spelunker games, because of course that exists. I believe it is the... Okay, so that is one problem with the limited camera, is the fact that you will run into enemies if you're not paying attention and looking at chat. Yeah, that's the problem, is that in order to move the camera, you have to be pretty far on the screen. Also, and I believe if you can't, I don't believe there is a way to change the camera if you, if you hit start, you can't, do anything to, look around, which is kind of annoying, but then again, this was also a very early NES release. So I will give them that. That is not how you're supposed to do that. This is how you're supposed to do that. That's not gonna work. There we go. I do like this little jingle that you get whenever you complete a stage. I don't know what he's doing with the gold. Oh, also, I like that they kept this stage in. Which is basically the Broderbund logo. I always like it when games kind of shoehorn in a logo or something. Oh, this is not going to be good.
No, it'll be fine.
Well, the rumor is that they used a level editor and just got a bunch of kids together to make a whole bunch of levels. So I'm guessing they were trying to come up with ideas.
Yeah.
So you cannot kill Bomberman.
Nope, you cannot. So, there's also ports of this to the arcade. There's actually 4 of them. And those were done by IREM. I don't know if I mentioned that, but yeah. So, I believe it was kind of a thing like Tetris where, Nintendo had the console rights, but, Sega had the arcade rights. So, that's kind of how it went with Lode Runner, is that it seemed like Hudson had the console rights, well, partially, because it seems like IREM also had it. For a little bit, at least. Wait. Oh, let's go over here.
I don't know why you didn't go for that one on the right.
Oh. Oh.
Welcome to hell.
There.
cannot kill Bomberman.
Nope. That guy's just gonna sit in the corner. There we go.
He's just having a time. So man, I just ate like half a dozen clam cakes after not eating anything all day. I'm doing great.
Nice.
I'm made of clam cake now.
I like that he climbed out of it to be and it was safe, perfectly safe, and then just went right back in for no reason at all.
He missed it. It was warm and comfortable.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah, this is ass.
Oh, also another thing you can do is if you select, you can go to any stage you want. And yes, it only goes up to 50.
So what kind of hell is this? This seems fairly normal?
Yeah. Okay, now I just remember playing the N64 right. See, this is the problem.
The fuck is this?
Oh, that was an invisible block that I just dropped down. How are you even supposed to get that? Oh, right, you
From
can
the top?
Yeah, I forgot you could shoot. Yeah, that's not good. So I gotta wait for him to be there, and that should give me enough time.
So man, the enemy AI is bizarre.
Yeah, also... Oh, it's... Okay, so I get... So if you go there, you just screw... Oh, right. Yep. Let's see. How many holes are there up here? You have to be...
Do you have to get that one last?
Maybe. No, you have to figure out how to... Oh, wait, can you do this? No, you can't. Oh, you have to prep it. You do it like that. There you
No,
go.
man, that's tight. Okay, not as tight as I thought it was.
Okay. Oops.
This is hellish.
There we go.
And I'm guessing the non-bricks are
Yep.
undiggable?
Yep.
You did it. Time for loop 2.
I don't even know if there's an ending to this one.
Oh, the real dickish is the invisible blocks can't be dug out.
Yep.
I think the manual calls them pits.
That sounds right. But yeah. So yeah, that's NES version of Lode Runner. And also Lode Runner in general. So.
Goodbye, Bomberman.
Yep. I believe that it's... Hold on, I'm going to look it up because that's going to annoy me.
What?
Because if I do... It is either Bomberman or it's Lode Runner. Let me check the ending for Bomberman.
It's Bomberman becomes human.
Yeah,
Becomes Lode Runner if memory serves.
Yep, it is Bomberman. He becomes Lode Runner. So, which is
Yeah.
weird because Bomberman came second. So it's a retroactive sequel, or whatever. Yes, in the ending of Bomberman, it says, "Congratulations, you have succeeded in helping Bomberman to become a human being. Maybe you can recognize him in another Hudson Soft game." Yeah. All right. So yeah, that is Lode Runner. Let's see. I can't find my mouse cursor. There it is. Okay, that goes in logic. Also, I need to turn it down just a little bit. Okay. So, Lode Runner is still really good. Like, there's a reason they don't change the formula that much. And also, hello, Kishizzle.
Well, they have changed it in later games, but no one seems to remember the later games.
Yeah. A lot of them only came out in Japan. That's probably why.
Well, I remember there's the Revenge of the Mad Monks, which is a 90s release. That adds glue and adds everyone's favorite, slippery ice.
That just sounds bad. I would still, I'm still saying, I'm thinking at least 6. I'm thinking maybe 6. Because you have the original Adventure Lolo in there.
That sounds fine to me. I still think Lemmings is better, so I'm fine with 6.
Yeah, I think, because I do think Lemmings is a better overall game, so. Yeah. Oh, right. The Japanese version it's just Bomberman becomes Runner. So yeah, let's put that at 6. Came out in 1983. And that was by Doug Smith. Wait. I just had... I had to think about it for a second. Who... Oh, what's the last name of the Nostalgia Critic? Is it Doug? Oh, it's Doug... Walker, right. So I'm like, wait, that's a really... unfortunate same name. Okay, so I'm gonna say C60. Really, it's anything because it was on a lot of things. But yeah, I'll just do C64. Actually, no, you know what? I should be Ample 2. And that is I think it's more of a maze game than anything else.
100% it is a maze game.
Let's see. And that is 80s. All right. Is there anything we want to call out?
Not really.
Okay. I think that's good then. All right. Speaking of the opposite of good, you got this game that's coming up. This is a weird game. But this is a game that has a character that appears in a few other Hudson games. This game is... I wouldn't quite call it Juwaga-esque. Like, it's not that bad, but it is weird. And we're not going to probably play a whole lot of it. So, this is... Come on, I know you can do it. This is Milon's Secret Castle. Game start. Okay, so we are Milon. We can shoot bubbles. We can shoot them up and we can shoot them down. For some reason, you do not start at full health. I don't know why. So this game is a lot of going into rooms like this and just blowing bubbles at things. Thank you for the sub.
Saving the world with bubbles. What do you mean you're not a dinosaur? That makes no sense.
Also, this fun stuff, where you just not got to know to randomly push that one block and then also shoot a bubble there so you can get a shop
Ah, bullshit.
and have enough money to buy the shoes.
Buy some sweet kicks.
Bump head to find box. And by bump head to find box, I mean... Is it this one? Yes. So you need to collect the... Basically everything that's on a flat.
Ah, good thing I don't understand music notes, so
Don't get the
this is
bees.
a perfect game for me.
It also, especially don't get the bees when they spawn right under you and you can't do anything about it.
Yeah, it's pretty horseshit. Man, this is still going, ain't it?
Yep. It's great because the way this works is that with every bonus stage you find, it adds more music to it.
Oh, Jesus.
And yeah, it is different color to be fair, but still. Also...
Still didn't have enough for some sweet kicks.
Nope.
God, Lola, just stop being fucking poor.
Working on it. Like if I go here... Also, you get the honeycomb, and then you get extra life. Yeah, this is also... Oh, also, you don't have iframes.
This is fucking rude. Also, I'm surprised you're not cheating.
Well, it's not that hard to get that life back. Also, you have to do
Okay.
random things in order to get your life back. Or get the key to spawn. And there's the exit. This random thing that I shot, yeah, that's the exit. So we're not going to
Not gonna get some kicks?
I'm going to go get the kicks.
Just check out my Air Jordans.
As I say, well, we'll see when we get them.
I mean, look, all I'm saying is this kid's no Dracula.
It is no Dracula. So there. Now, jump higher when the springs are set, and by that I mean you see those little platforms that look like they're made of wood?
Mm-hmm.
That means I can just do this. That was a purchase that I had to buy that. The ability to do that.
Okay.
And go over here, and where there's another store. And get more hints. Find a saw. Crystal has mysterious power. Shrink when you
It's
touch the
kinda
glove.
garbage. What? Wait, what?
Yeah, shrink when you touch the glove. Oh, hey, we
love
can
the
also
glove.
fight this boss. So the goal of the game is to collect, I believe, 7 of those?
We have obtained Sphere.
Yes, or it is... Yes, 7.
Orb.
And then we can go here.
So are they all just kind of hidden like that?
Yes. This is a game of things that are hidden.
This is a game of bullshit, is what you're saying.
Yes, actually. This is a game of being bad. I hate this game so much. The thing about this game that I like is that Milon would appear in a much better game. Which
Yeah!
unfortunately we're not doing tonight.
Oh.
Because we are doing also other actually legitimately good games. And I want to give more time to Milon. Milon's Doki Doki Quest. I forgot what the full name of it is. Also that thing that just spawned on top of me.
Okay, but I love the idea of Milon's Doki Doki Quest.
It is called something like that. It is. I know it has the word. It's Milon and Doki Doki is in the name of it.
I mean, I know there's Doremi Fantasy.
Doremi. Right, that's it. It's Doremi. No, I want to say it's Milon no Doki. I want to say that it's Milon no Doki Doki Doremi Fantasy or Adventure or something like that.
Doremi Fantasy, Milon's Doki Doki Adventure. Excuse me.
Okay. Also, yeah. So now when I touch the glove, I become smaller. My favorite thing about that game is the dancing pants. Also, you go over here and you can get $50 or you spend $50 to get a lantern. Secrets in the well. Also there, look at that piddly amount of health we got for $5.
Yeah, I don't understand the economy in this castle.
I don't know either. Also, this game takes like an hour to beat.
So you're saying is you're beating it tonight?
Absolutely not. I have sat through and tried to beat many a game that is you would normally be considered bad. This is not one of them.
Damn. Hear that, chat? This game is bad. It seems kind of neat to me so far, but also, like, I can only assume it gets more bullshit.
It definitely does. It's just, it's a game, it's like the worst of, like, stuff hidden, like, random NES hiding stuff. It's like the worst of that. Combined with gameplay that is okay at best.
Yeah, Lola would never play a bad game on here, ever.
Yeah, I
It's
would.
pretty bad, but I don't know if it's the worst. I mean, it's just super tall.
I feel like
okay,
Lolo
yeah.
has bad memories tied into this.
No, it's just more that I never understood oh, that's, yeah, good. It's more the fact that it's just, this is just more annoying than anything else. Like, it doesn't have, like, a legacy behind it. It's not like Tower of Jawaga, where there's, like, weird legacy and, like, weird just Japanese culture thing behind it. This is just, oh, it's just another game that is just an asshole.
I'm not sure I would say it's a culture. I think they're just weirdly badly designed games.
I mean, yes, but, yeah.
Because I'm thinking of, like, Super Pitfall, and what about Vampire Hunter? Have we done Vampire Hunter yet?
Like the MSX one?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did that one. Which,
Yeah, that's a nonsensical bash every wall until you find stuff game.
I suppose, but also, it's just something about this one, it just doesn't connect with me.
Again, I feel like you have just, like, bad memories mixed into this. Hey, I saw that! I fucking saw that!
What'd you see?
Saw that shitty little bee.
Yep. As I say, we haven't even got the epitome of shitty little bee. Oh. Also, your momentum's really weird.
Yeah, there's that weird ramp, huh? Also, that sounded amazing.
Yeah, also there is one music track in this entire game for... Well, no, I take that back. There's a handful. All of them are kind of this quality. Okay. Also... Oh, is it not gonna... Oh, do I have to buy... Oh, okay, I think I have to buy the lantern first. Or it's not gonna let me brute force my way through that. Oh, okay, that sounds bad. Okay.
What a grade A fuck you. Oh my god, you can't jump too high or else it'll screw you over. Oh my god.
Wait, okay.
just need to fall down the well?
I know you can jump out, like... Did I just soft lock it?
There's nothing else to be a fitting way to end this one.
Yeah, I think we're good. Okay. That was Milon's secret castle. I think the tentacle would go in Will, because it is weirdly a Metroidvania style game.
To be fair, jumping out of a well is pretty hard.
It is.
This or Gavelius?
I would say I'd rather play Gavelius.
Okay.
Looking at this, I would...
I would probably put it to 16 then.
At 16?
Yeah, I mean, it seems better than Fat Xanadu or Friday the 13th.
I could... Yeah. I would say it's either that
I
or...
could second that.
Yeah.
The game looks... It looks a lot of guesswork, but it looks fairly forgiving.
Yeah, it looks perfectly, like, fine.
Yeah, it's a very serviceable platformer. It's just an asshole.
It's just made of bullshit.
235, that came out in 1986 originally. By Hudson Soft. NES. Let's call it action. That is very much going for cute.
So, Lola, when are we doing Bomberman Hero?
Much later. Let's see. Anything we want to call out? Other than...
I thought the art was pretty nice.
Yeah, it's very cute.
Do you have a charm for, like, pointless guesswork or guide dang it?
Yes, I do.
Moon Logic.
Yep. Yep, Moon Logic. All right, I think that's probably good for Milon.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now time to move on to this much. I don't know if I'd say much more straightforward, but it's more of a traditional style game, even though it is very weird. So this actually is based on an anime. But we are going to kind of Hudson's one of their bigger mascots, that being Takahashi-Meijin, also known as Master Higgins. So
Yeah.
if you're not familiar with who Takahashi-Meijin, Takahashi-Meijin was an actual person who he's claimed that he basically was a pro gamer, because he was very good at shooters. His nickname was 16 Blast, because he could hit a button on a Famicom controller 16 times a second. That's it. There's a very good video of him poking a watermelon until it explodes. But yes, Hudson kind of used him as a brand ambassador, and one of the things that came out of that was an anime called Takahashi-Meijin no BUGette. It's weirdly romanized, so it's hard to pronounce, but Takahashi-Meijin no BUGette Honey, which is basically Takahashi-Meijin's, like, bug honey. Because also they made that be an anime girl. And then also from that anime, they made an NES game based on it, or Famicom game.
Oh.
So yes. This game's weird. Also, this is...
Wow, I hate the way it moves.
This movement is weird. So we are BUGette, or we are Honey, I believe. So the goal is to find hidden eggs, go in there, and play this breakout club.
Okay.
While you're in this breakout, clone, you have to collect letters. To form password, make sure you collect the right ones. Which, by the way, unless you've played this before, you don't know what the right ones are.
Also, I like this more than I like the overworld segment.
So the weird thing about this also is that you have acceleration that tries to keep up with the ball.
Ugh.
Like, if the ball is far away, like, you will, like, move, like, left and right really weirdly. Like, I'm just hitting left and right.
Oh god, it's multiple screens. Oh, Jesus.
Yep. Each of these is 2 screens.
Already, it's a bad breakout clone.
Yeah. Nope, it's not I.
Oh, you're supposed to hit those face things?
Yep. They're essentially silver blocks, but silver blocks that when you hit them, produce an enemy.
No, I meant the enemies, like, you can hit them with your paddle?
Yep. It works on Arkanoid rules. Also, your hitbox is very generous.
Oh my god, this is miserable.
Also,
Fucking multi-screen breakout is a crime.
also, we didn't get the password, so we gotta do that again.
Yo, this sucks ass.
Yeah, kinda.
Also, I really hate how jittery your character is. It bugs the fuck out of me. Okay. Oh.
Is it C?
Hello,
No, it's
this
not
is
C.
fucking miserable.
Yeah, kinda. But I at least want to show off some of the weird power-ups in this. There, so I got the power laser. Okay, I got the U, which was the right one. Also, the laser takes a while to recharge. So then you can just kind of do that.
Oh man, do you have to enter in, like, a code thing to go back to the stage you died in at game over?
No, there is no continuing.
According to Game
Oh.
Facts,
Oh,
which has never betrayed me, when at the game over screen, hold down any D-pad button and the A button. Press start to continue from the stage you died in.
yep, that sounds like a Hudson game. So yeah,
Okay.
you have to get
so,
8 of them to finish the stage.
walk through.
There it is.
So what is the password we need? So have you figured out the letters yet?
It's Bug Honey.
Yeah.
I tested this out beforehand.
Okay, because I was gonna say I've got all of them listed here.
The password, the password actually don't really matter that much. It is just keys.
Takahashi is
Yep.
stage 2's.
Yep.
Stage 3's is BY Hudson. And stage 4's is Hector 87.
Of course. Which was just another Hudson game. Also, it's great that whenever you get a bad letter, it kills you outright.
Also, there is a loop 2, and stage 1 becomes very good. Stage 2 becomes human C62. Stage 3 becomes Hatsuke, or Hatasuke. And stage 4 is thank you.
Okay.
Also, the best part about this guide is that every single potential breakout bit is represented in ASCII art.
Great. Okay, where's the hit?
I like those mushroom clouds that just look like they're flexing.
Yeah. Also, I can't find... Oh, there it is. Oh, good. Did we find the good? Did we find the good level?
Oh my god.
No, it did. Also. No.
This game sucks ass.
Yeah, it does. Weirdly enough, that Mickey Mouse Get Paid was the best of these kind of games that Hudson made. Of licensed property, even though it's licensed based on its own thing. Yeah, I think we're good on this. Actually, there's one breakout stage I want to find because it's so stupid. You'll probably see it in that fact.
Okay, so chat, I'm gonna level with you here. I want y'all to look at this guide that I have, because it's incredible. It's my favorite part of Breakout, is that last one that you need to get.
Yep. And now you also have to bounce it out of the stage.
That's why Shatter is the best Breakout clone.
Okay. Okay, here we go.
Man, what kind of four-letter word starts with bug?
Oop.
No, you don't need
Yeah, we
him.
don't need him. Okay. Okay, the fact that it can bounce off the bottom of the paddle is really irritating.
Okay, so this is pretty ass.
Yes, it is. I might actually say that this could be one of the worst games that Hudson's ever made.
You're right.
I can't think of another one off the top of my head.
Hudson's made some real shit, but nothing quite on the level of this. Oh, was that it? Oh, you can just shoot now. Okay.
Yeah, it has to recharge.
It's a long fucking recharge time then.
Yep. I just want to get past that. Also, randomly, it will give you an invincibility, which will go away if you go to a different screen.
Okay, sure. You know, fucking whatever, my dude.
Also, sometimes those lives drop really fast.
This is my favorite part of Breakout, is when you get power-ups that are just infinitely better than your ball.
Oh, also, there's this power-up.
What's that even do?
It bounces the
Oh,
ball.
it just makes another paddle. Okay. The lightning was better.
It is. I want to show off this thing because it looks really stupid.
It's garbage. Congrats, now you can control your ball even less. Bug one. So when are we gonna hit the one you were looking for?
Probably the last one I find. My luck.
Yeah, may as well just keep blasting that
There
shit.
we go.
Does your shot go through the unbreakables?
Absolutely not. Okay.
No, fucking don't worry about missing the ball.
Well, the thing is that it will despawn the letter.
Yeah, but I think you were gonna hit the letter before you got the ball.
Oh, so there was that weird acceleration again.
Also, sometimes it just speeds up the ball.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, the fun part. BUGette! Buke. Yeah, this is miserable.
Yes, but at least I got that. And the one that I've won was literally the last one.
Did you want it just so you could show off the wall of fucking enemies?
Well, no, this isn't the last. This isn't the last one. It's just another cherry on top of this well-designed game. Fish's name.
Okay, now you can finish the stage. Whatever that fucking means. Do you have to go on the door, or...?
The last to exit the stage, I do want to show off one last thing. I'm going to find the stupid thing. It wasn't this one, was it? No, I think this
No.
was just, you know.
This is the wall, yeah. Are you sure it's this level?
Yeah, it's this level. Is it this? No, that's not it.
This might be it, because I don't think we've seen this one yet.
Yep, this is it. Yep.
Just end the game.
Yep, that is, I think, well, let's at least see what looking at the end of the level is. Okay. Or, there. So there, now we're on to stage 2, which, by the way, now we play as Takahashi-Meijin, who cannot fly.
Okay.
But it's the same loop. Okay. We're done with that. Let's put that in resist.
Okay.
Let's scroll down.
I would say that's a 21.
I would agree, because we have things like Bomber King in 20 and Doraemon in 20, which I would rather play Doraemon than this. I say this is a 21.
There's nothing redeemable about this game.
It did have a level called it did have a level called Hell.
It did.
It's great because it's a trap level. in that you don't get anything from it.
And it's damn near impossible to beat.
So this was a cartridge game? Was this
Yep.
in the US?
No.
I still say of all the games we've played, the worst is still Super Mario Brothers Special.
Yeah.
I know we're not technically ranking them anymore, but I'm just saying.
I would agree.
Man, I remember watching like fucking Jeff play that, and it
Yeah.
was
Yeah. At least now I know, watching him play that, I do know about that, the live trick.
that he encountered on accident.
Yeah. What do we want to call out? The music
The
is
art's
fine.
not bad is the weird thing.
The art's also not bad. The gameplay sucks.
Gameplay sucks. So I really did not like the music personally. Kind of just wore on you.
Yeah, I can kind of see that. I can't really think of anything in particular that I want to call out other than it just being a total package of crap.
It's monotonous. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Axe. Yeah, I still say Super Mario Brothers Special is worse than this.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's fucking a shit platformer, and it's bad Breakout.
It's bad. Bad.
It's two different gameplay styles that come together, but both of them suck.
Yep. Alright, I think that's enough of that.
Also, the game itself is just complete fucking nonsense.
Yeah. Okay, so now time to move on to something actually decent. So, Hudson, while they weren't the main developers behind it, they had a pretty heavy hand in the creation of the TurboGrafx, aka the PC Engine. So, with Nintendo having Mario, and actually at this point, Sonic had not come out yet. But basically, they wanted a platformer. Sega did have Alex Kidd, so it did have a kind of platformer mascot. So Hudson went about creating kind of their own platform mascot. And what they created is what we're going to take a look at next. Because
I bet you it's good.
it is. Because this is this is Bonk's Adventure. Published
I hate it.
Published here by Atlas, for some reason. Also, his name is Bonk over here, but I like his name in Japan, which is BC Genjin, which is, you know, like BC, like the time era, and Genjin to make it sound like PC Engine.
I don't give a shit.
But it's also funny because it's great. It's like, oh yeah, well, we have a mascot for the TurboGrafx. Let's put on the NES instead. Or anyway. So,
You know what? I'm glad this didn't become the mascot.
yeah. I'll go and start.
I know I'm the weird one here. I'm just saying, though. I fucking
Well,
hate this.
it kind of was when they tried to advertise the TurboGrafx 16. There's an ad where Bonk beats up the Mario Brothers.
So, Bonk attacks with his head. You can bonk on the ground. Does that. Like he smiles. You can jump on those things and, you know, get fruit, which gets you points. Also, it's interesting that it's a platformer kind of like this, but you have a health. Also, you can bounce those technically infinitely, but after a while you just stop getting points.
These plants are freaking the fuck out.
Also, another thing that you can do that... Oh, this one you can't, because sometimes these will turn evil. Ow. Also, you collect meat. And what that does is that now, when you're in this form, when you hit the ground, you will stun enemies. And then if you get another one, you turn invincible. Also, another ability that Bonk has is he can climb. Oh, let's see, how do you do it? Yeah, you climb walls.
God, this is cursed.
Give us another level, and then you'll definitely say it's cursed. Also, sometimes enemies will drop big meat, which will basically take you straight to an invincible phrase. Yeah, the invincible form. Also, whenever you get hit, you get knocked down a form. While also taking damage.
Is there any benefit to the normal green form, or just taking an extra hit?
I believe if you get hit, you stun the enemies when you hit the ground. So you have different attacks with each form.
Yeah, but that's blue as well that does that.
Oh, the green? I believe it's a longer range and a longer stun.
Yeah.
Also, this kind of sucks.
So I really hate this back that we're doing.
Give it a sec.
Oh no, is it Vor?
Yep. Look at the happy Uvula. The multiple happy Uvulas. Which hurt. Ow. A lot, actually.
God, I hate this. Are we going out the butt?
Well, let's get this meat.
Can you defeat the dangly bits like this? No, you just don't
Nope.
hurt them.
He's kind of phase through it. Oops. Now let's go in this hell elevator. And now, let's fight this boss. Ow.
What the fuck is this design?
So, Bonk was actually designed by Red Entertainment, which is basically a studio that's known for just making character designs. Also, what's great is that there is a remake of this game for the GameCube. It looks horrible.
As if this doesn't?
It looks really bad. Like, you should go look up a video of it. If you think this looks bad.
This is better than this kid.
What was that?
I said this looks better than any Alex Kidd game.
Oh no, you said bad words. Good thing it's too late for Bear.
Is Kidd a monkey or is he a human?
Yes.
Alex Kidd? I don't know.
Yeah. See, like if you were gonna hold Mario Brothers, Bonk's Adventure, and Alex Kidd in anything side by side.
Ow.
Okay, this graphically would be the clear winner.
Like, if you're taking, like, maybe... I would say maybe Mario 1, yes. Maybe, like, 2 or 3, maybe...
And also, and I know this is retro, but I mean, like 2 or 3, like, maybe, but we'd all agree that Alex Kidd would be the loser.
Yes.
Probably.
Which is why they went out and said, okay, we need to make Sonic.
Also, I do think Mario 3 has a much better art direction.
Yeah,
than this.
like, that's the thing, is that the art direction, I would say, might...
Oh, I personally would agree that Mario, 3 has better art direction and looks better. But if you're going by screenshots or random stuff, I mean, this is like, much more colors and cartoony, and you can make out.
Oh
what
yeah, no,
things
it's
are.
like higher fidelity I can
Yeah.
give you, yeah.
Also, it's great because the TurboGrafx, by default, their controllers had Turbo Fire, so if you just turn Turbo Fire, it just does this.
It's incredible. I really don't like the art direction in this.
Also, another problem that I have is just I really don't like the TurboGrafx 16's sound chip. Like its default one.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Why aren't we doing Red Book Audio?
Because there's not a version of this game that has Red Book audio.
Oh, oops.
That is not until Bonk 3.
Wee.
Oop.
So, like, as a platformer, this is not interesting.
It's a very basic platformer, I'll give it that. But it's a very competent one, though.
And it seems perfectly serviceable. I don't like it, and the art direction really sours me on it.
Also, I just realized that I might have to do some improvisation.
Is it because perhaps you are running out of games?
Yes. Speaking of Red Book Audio, after this, I need to see if I can find something real quick.
Just find some more Bomberman.
Well, the problem is that the next Bomberman that I want to do is I don't want to do it. I want to make sure that might be its own episode.
Which one?
Saturn.
Yeah, the best Bomberman.
So no, there was another game that I was thinking of doing instead. Actually, I do know what I could do after this. After that. But I do want to check something. See if I can find it real quick. Because it's goofy and it won't take too long to look at. Also, it's fitting for the episode. I want that heart. I'm not getting that heart. Ow. There we go. That was not worth it. No we haven't, but it's kind of just basically more of the original. Also, I didn't want to do Bomberman because we've already wanted to look at things that weren't just Bomberman.
Also, man, it's hard to believe that these guys are just fucking gone forever and their assets are just gonna collect dust.
Thanks, Konami. Ow.
Thanks, Konami.
Oh, Konami bought them out?
Yep.
Yep. In 2012 they were essentially dissolved and Konami has all of their assets.
Yep, that is why Konami is... Well, that's why Konami's name is on the TurboGrafx Mini that came out. which is
Yep,
great.
Hudson's been dead for a while.
Yep, and actually it was even before Konami's buyout in 2012 because Konami was publishing Hudson games. Like, their name was on Bloody Roar 4.
Oh yeah, no, they were publishing Hudson games for a while, but 2012 is when Hudson Soft specifically ceased to exist.
Yeah. Which is a shame.
So we might see Bonk's Pachinko.
Probably not.
It would not surprise me.
Ah yes, I see. We're gonna do Jackie Chan's Action Kung Fu.
You say that, but actually that's not that worst idea. Actually, if I wanted to be a little bit more timely, I guess. Although it'd be more... I don't want to say this like in a way that's not reverent, but I could do JJ and Jeff because the original version of JJ and Jeff is based off of two Japanese comedians. Actually, apparently, their show was what inspired America's Funniest Home Videos. The thing is, one of them, it's Kato and Ken, I believe is the group's name. And one of them, I believe it was Ken, actually just recently passed due to COVID-19.
Jesus.
And that game's really weird.
And this is still going, ain't it?
Yep. I think we'll see one more boss.
Also, I like how you just given up and just have Turn Turbo on now. For every level.
I mean, the fact that it is also a feature of, like, the default controller, also, it just helped. I'm surprised that they left this in.
Okay, but that's a good design right there.
Oh, that's poison. Okay.
It's bone hurt juice, yeah.
Ow. How many levels are in this?
I assume there's 8 worlds.
Yeah, it's pretty long. Most long plays of this are like an hour and 10 minutes. So it is a long game for not having any continues. Or not having, like, passwords. No, I can't. Also, I do want to show off one thing that happens when you die that I think is nice.
Well, that's not that weird. None of the Super Marios have continues.
I suppose. But also, you just sit there, and then you hit start, and then... Oh, you just restart right there. So this game is fairly generous with when you die. It's just when you lose all your lives that I believe you just start at the beginning of the stage you're on. Well, not continues like password systems. Do I have to go down? Okay, I think we're actually good on this.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, so... Bonk's Adventure. I keep on saying Bonk's Revenge, which is the second game. Let's go attack. Let's just, for comparison's sake, because a lot of these are going to be in resist. Let's take a look at 8. What do we got in 8? It's Super Mario Land, Master System Shinobi. Alex Kidd in Miracle World. I would put this above Alex Kidd in Miracle World. And the original Super Mario Brothers. Well, in 7 we got Layla, we got... You know what, actually, I think 8's a good spot for it. Just put it at the same level as what do we got in 8? We got the Simpsons arcade game, we got Final Fight, the Ninja Warriors. Yeah, I think 8's a good spot for this. Let's see. Okay, for TurboGrafx 16, it is call it action. Let's call that whimsical. Let's see, is there anything we want to call out particular?
As much as I hate the art direction, I do think the art assets are quite nice.
Okay. Anything else?
Did we set difficulty yet? Because I think it's pretty forgiving.
It is. It gets pretty tough later on, though. It just
Well,
has
yeah,
a.
but you said if you run out of lives, you can just go ahead and start at the beginning of the world.
Yeah, but also it gets each individual world gets harder.
Well, yeah, but I'm comparing this to like, well, okay. I mean, it might be hard by modern standards, but that's way more forgiving than like, Super Mario World.
Yeah. Yeah, I can kind of see that, so maybe I'll give it a thumbs up there. Let's see, anything else?
Nah, yeah, that's about it. Because the sounds aren't that great in the TurboGrafx,
Yeah.
and I don't think Torpid found it charming.
Quite the opposite, really, but...
Yeah, let me do...
We haven't gotten into the weird flower collecting. Is that in this game, or am I confusing this with Chuck Rock?
That might be Chuck Rock.
Okay.
Let me check something real quick.
Yes, I appreciate that Max posted a beautiful clip from someone's stream that we know, and it's basically he got meat at the end of the stage as it was doing the ending, and so he just fell through the world and died.
Huh. Oh, let's see. I'm just trying to look for... Okay, let me see if... Let me give me one more... I just want to see if I can find something real quick. And of course... Okay. Yeah, go figure. I'm pretty sure that I'm pretty sure that Enemy Paradise link's not gonna work. Rest in peace.
Ripperoni and cheese.
Okay, let me just do this real quick.
Rest in peace, the best ROM site.
Actually, I just realized that. Do I have... Oh, Oh, whoops, I have it already. Never mind. Good on me and already procuring that. Okay, so... Alright. So, Bonk was fairly popular for the time. Popular enough that Bonk itself actually got a spin-off that not a lot of people talk about. And it's a weird one. It's also great because it's another game on the TurboGrafx of a genre that it desperately needed. And it's a game that I'm surprised I have not covered yet on a different thing.
Oh.
So, this. This is Air Zonk. I believe in Japan this was, I forgot, I want to say it was like RC Kid or maybe PC. No, it was like PC Kid, I believe. Subtitle of Punkic Cyborgs. But yes. So let's go ahead and start. So our
that's certainly a look.
Also, here's our difficulty selection. Do we want to play on sweet, spicy, or bitter?
Gotta be spicy.
Yeah, I think we gotta be spicy. Also, we were going to Toxyland. So the thing is that each stage. So here are your friends. And each stage you can, you get a choice of one of your friends. There's apparently a set default for each stage. So we could do that, or we can manually pick our friend for each stage, or we can just not have a friend at all. But that's boring. So should we pick out our friend, or should we just let the game pick?
Let the game pick. It's not like we know better.
Okay.
Yeah, let's let the game pick.
Okay, so yeah, that's a shmup. Which the TurboGrafx most definitely needed.
Yeah, you're being sarcastic, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, all I know about the TurboGrafx is the freaking shooter stats.
And yeah, it is a... One thing, that there weren't a whole lot of horizontal shmups on the TurboGrafx. And this is just... It's a pretty standard, although pretty competent side-scrolling shmup. There is one neat thing that I like about it, is that you have a special ability that... if you have an enemy that comes from behind you, you have a special attack. If you remember Lords of Thunder, how if you got close to an enemy, you would do a sword slash? It's kind of like that, but for behind you. Which is actually very, very nice. Because it is also incredibly powerful. Also, you get the big one, and now here's our friend.
I always find it weird in games like this when there's like a shrink power up.
Yeah. Oops. Yeah, sure, we'll do that. Also, now if we get another one of these, we merge with our friend, and this looks...
I'm sorry, what the fuck?
We're shooting milk.
I'm calling the cops.
Now, it's not parodies, but it is very much cute 'em up. we go. We're now going to Cyber City. Not Oedo.
Oedo? Damn.
Also got a different power-up.
Which, I mean, I can understand why we're not going to Oedo, because you wouldn't know a vampire even if it bit you on the end of your dick.
Yep. There is a game... There is a visual novel that is based on that game for the TurboGrafx. Not available in English, though. Surprisingly. Oops. Not one based on Midnight Goku Eye, though. Or Goku Midnight Eye, excuse me.
You know, that's perfectly fine. As someone who has watched it.
Yeah, the visual novels didn't really come to the U.S., did they?
No. There's actually a lot of games on the PC Engine that are based off of animes that I just want to play the game so I can watch the anime. Like City Hunter.
You just watch the City Hunter anime.
Okay.
It's kind of weird because the TurboGrafx library seems a little more solid than, say, the Sega CD library.
It is. Like, the thing about the Turbo CD is that it has a really good list if you do what is my weapon?
Those look like playing cards.
Yeah.
I can't think if I tried to get you to play, I put Rennie Blaster on the Castlevania likes, but I could see why it would be rejected.
I want to do Rennie Blaster, I just didn't feel like it was quite of what I was looking for that.
No, I think we found plenty more. Rennie Blaster is really just kind of a brawler, I guess.
Yeah, it's really cool though.
But it has long segments that we're just not going to understand because it's all this voice acting in Japanese.
It's really good pixel art though. Also has a really good soundtrack.
Yeah, oh yeah, I love the music.
This reminds me, hey Max, do you have enough for a full episode?
Like a long play or a theme.
Long play. Good.
Okay, let's see. What does our morph form look like this time? Okay. I always love it when shmups give you flamethrowers. Oh god. Okay, first off, are you talking the SNES one, or are you talking about 44.6 billion Earth Story? Because there is a difference. Oh wow, that's not the end. Yeah, actually, I don't want to like the form. Okay, this weapon
Please.
is not great.
I think it would take more than one stream, Max.
Yeah, that'd be very long.
It's very good though. Once again, my good buddy Kawoshi translated it.
Okay, this is horrifying.
This is terrifying!
The theory of evolution 46, the
Oh, I was gonna say, I'm like, come on, dude. Okay, at least that game is weird enough and like obscure enough that I don't mind doing like a
No,
thing.
it's honestly pretty fun and goofy.
Also, it's an example of a PC-98 game. It's not porn.
That's not porn, and it's actually. I mean, you see Lucifer's O face, but you know.
That's mild compared to.
True, it's not straight fucking. You're right.
Was cold. Words of my friends, nothing showing.
I love this cheese shaga.
Oh, also, I forgot you do have a charge shot.
Max, I can assure you it's worth it.
It has a Dragon Quest reference.
Homo dinos. The dinosaur man.
Okay, Rockin' Stadium. Actually, I think what we're gonna do is we are gonna move on from this. So that was Air Zonk. It's a better than average shmup.
Maybe, but I'd argue not by much.
Yeah, not by much. Let's see. What do in 10?
This or Rekka?
I could see this putting this on the same level as Rekka. I think 10's good. And that's definitely goofy. Anything we want to call out?
Yeah, the art was fun.
Yeah, I thought it was charming.
So you're saying art and charm?
Oh, let's go
I
with
see.
art since we found it horrifying.
Okay,
You wouldn't confuse this for any other cute 'em up.
that is true. Anything else in yay or nay?
Not really.
All right.
You seem to think the controls were responsive and
Yeah,
the difficulty was fair.
It's a standard shmup.
It's nice that they let you pick your companions so you can have different power-ups, which I guess is a version of different bombs or whatever.
Yeah. So, since we've kind of burned through some of these, and I know that Super Adventure Island is going to take like 30 minutes, so I have some time. So what I'm going to do is, since this is also not going to take a whole lot of time, is I am going to show you the fact that Air Zonk actually got a sequel.
Oh man.
And it got a sequel for the Turbo CD. And I just got to figure out, there it is. So, yes. So, if you were to, say, do a sequel to Air Zonk and have it be tied to a musical style, what would you think? What style would you think?
Mega Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure I understand the question.
Like what genre of music would you do? Because you have
Oh,
CD audio.
genre.
Yeah.
Oh, we do classical because it's royalty free and sounds classic.
Okay.
No, you need to do the classic one man in a studio wailing on a guitar forever.
Well, hopefully this works.
Look, I'm saying that is the most classic Turbo CD move. No, that's good on the eyes. That thing in the sky, isn't that just the Shadow the Hedgehog symbol?
I'm Sardovich, Emperor of the Universe. Worship me.
Sir, could you please talk less flickery?
I suppose for the Emperor of the Universe, you could wear that hat. Torpid, your wish came true.
No, not quite. It's not
That-
quite.
No, it's a very specific style.
It's a very specific style that I refer to, and this is not it.
This is like Saturday morning cartoon.
Like, Lords of Thunder is a better example of, like, what I mean. Or whatever the
Yeah,
fuck
this
it
is-
was.
This isn't butt rock. This is we're all gonna get ready for the Bonk and Friends Power Hour.
Pretty much. Disgusting. You know, this reminds me of Big the Cat's theme. Sonic Adventure.
So this... It's Super Air Zonk Rockabilly Paradise.
Okay. Look, all I'm saying is I was waiting for them to say, hey big guy, hey little guy.
Also, hardness is normal. Also, you have a sound select right off the beginning, because this game knows what it needs to do. Let's just play.
Why, yes, my hardness is also normal.
My hardness is chub.
Also, here's your stage select.
Oh, this is awful.
Let's see, should we go to blue, green, orange, or red?
Let's go to the blue poop.
Okay. I do like the theme in general for that. Or just the idea of being shot out of a cannon. It's a Steve Sage.
Look, chat, all I'm saying is this.
I can't decide if I love or I hate this music.
It's certainly something.
It's a reminder that I love the Turbo CD.
What a wonderfully cursed system it was.
It's like the Famicom this system, but there are actually good games on it.
Yeah! So it's nothing like it.
It's like the Sega CD, but there's good games on it.
The Sega CD had good games on it too. In Japan.
Got that munch, got that crunch. Please stop this noise. I am dying.
Did you just project purple exploding turds?
Oh,
This is disgusting.
I like the fact that we have picked up a fish and we are cutting into it as our projectile.
Just, man, when I think Rockabilly, I think sushi. I don't hate the music, but it's certainly there.
Oh, actually, we can have our friend act as a option.
Yeah, but it makes so much noise.
Also, it makes a really good noise when you rebrandish it. It makes a very anime noise.
Yeah, that shing noise, yeah.
I'm just gonna not fire so I can listen to the music more.
Certainly better than whatever's going on screen.
But
Yeah, you need to shoot those.
okay.
Also, legit, the noise in this is terrible. Like, all of the character sound effects. This is a shmup, right?
Yeah.
Like... Because we're seeing a whole lot of empty. Oh, man! This is certainly a fucking Turbo CD game.
Yep.
Oh my god, the eye! This is not a terribly long game, is it?
No, I think it takes like 40 minutes to beat.
Let's go into the pink one on the right.
Alright.
Oh no. So why is this the direction they thought they would take their franchise in?
Probably because it let them draw a whole bunch of crazy stuff and they were sick of doing the same damn dinosaurs over and over.
Yeah. Can you go up or do anything up there?
Nope.
Weird, okay.
Oh, that's...
Like, even without all your rewinding, this seems pretty non-threatening.
Nope.
Sorry, did that guy just have an axe?
Yep.
Okay. Also, the getting hit noise just reminds me of, fucking, what was it, Panic?
Yep.
But, you know, that was all acapella. Which is one of those weird things I respect about that game.
Yep. The game had a lot of problems, but I do like the fact that everything was just one guy making noises with his mouth.
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry? I'm sorry?
I also hate that we were
What are
seeing.
these fucking shot types?
I don't know, but that's definitely swastika. Or manji.
If you get in the mic again. So are like the power-ups just once a stage?
Yep. Looks like it is tied to a particular stage.
I mean, do you encounter only once?
I believe so, but when you lose a life, you just kind of stay there, so it's not like you will lose the power-up.
Why are you not grabbing the question marks? Also, yeah, speaking of the, that thing, I encountered that same thing in Alundra earlier this week. It was really great that there was a dungeon designed around it.
What thing?
The swastika.
Oh.
I forget the
This
actual
is
term
not
for it.
as rocking as the previous level.
No, it's
Nope.
not.
It's just kind of a standard Turbo CD soundtrack, honestly. Not that that's a bad thing.
I still prefer to pretty much most standard TurboGrafx music.
This is just like a Turbo CDS Turbo CD game.
Yep.
I like that there's a pause before the boss rush so we can make sure the CD queues up.
It's loading the track, yeah.
Oops.
What is this?
It's an evil game show.
Are you controlling that cursor?
No.
This boss fight sure is something. Oh, do you damage those two parts on the side? Ugh.
Yep. But it seems your charge shot does a good amount of work.
Your charge shot, which is shooting at a bunch of turds.
Oh, so when you die, you literally just that's all that happens. Okay, then I do not know what the reason for just holding it out is.
Yeah, that fight sucked.
Yep.
Your friends abandon you at the end of every stage.
Let's say, okay, green or orange.
Rhapsody.
Let's do green.
Also, I love how impossible to read stage select is.
Okay.
This is what I think when I think Rockabilly. How do these things fucking work?
I don't know. If I hit him with the right power-up, do I get a 1-up?
What the fuck is this?
Oh, here we go.
So you just naturally drift to the back of the screen?
Yep.
E.
I'm just kind of curious. Do I just charge if I don't? No, it's I hold it down.
Okay.
The problem with this one is that it's just like,
Very standard shot.
yeah. Okay, what?
It's just not here.
Does getting hit even matter?
Not really.
What the fuck?
Yeah, making the quacking noise.
Yeah, that's Lola's doing.
That's me getting hit.
Mm-hmm.
Change medium hardness. Does this one have power downs when you get hit?
No.
Huh.
Yeah, that's why Lola was eating all those hits.
Yep.
Because it just didn't matter.
Okay.
So the platformer game has power downs, and this one doesn't.
Should we call it there, or should we see it one more stage?
I may as well finish it out.
Alright.
As you think Super Adventure Island is going to take a long time.
No, it's gonna take 30 minutes.
Is there a fifth stage kill all this?
What was that?
I said, is there a fifth stage after we kill all these 4?
Probably.
Time to kill Dr. Wily.
In fair, none of these stages are particularly long.
Well, you can't have the stages be too long or the music will reset.
It's true, the worst part about Red Book audio is the loop.
That works to be best.
Yo, what the fuck?
So it's the poop, your power move or whatever, if you hold it down long enough?
Charge shot.
Charge shot, that's what I mean.
Yep.
I've seen a video game before.
Is that what you call a pro gamer move?
So you can keep shooting while you charge the shot.
Yep.
That's kind of handy.
Okay, so this is
A weird shot pattern.
certainly a power-up. Yeah, somehow this seems worse than the previous power-up. You may as well stay fully transformed at this point, then.
Yeah.
Because having it as an option isn't making it much better.
Music's an interesting choice.
Yes. Okay.
Man, it's like this back shot is so useless.
The music's a weird transitional between like Sentai and that Rockabilly thing they had before.
God, I love looping in Red Book audio. Oh, it's so good. I see Lolo's also not feeling this boss.
Oh. Oh, hey, finally a use for the back shot. Oh, wait, I have a thing that just does so much more damage.
Mm-hmm. May as well hold it in for a bomb. Oh my god, are you gonna have to loop around because you didn't defeat that one bit at the bottom? Oh no, the stage is still going.
No, but I think this is the actual boss.
Stage selected just throws you the actual boss. It's like actual boss music.
This is dumb. I think you can go in between them.
Yeah, let me try that instead of... Oh, actually... Nope.
Okay. Not like this is a particularly threatening boss. What a fucking boss.
Uh-huh.
Oh, this is
I'm
the
sorry,
actual.
what?
That was weirdly long. Jesus.
Oh, you're supposed to run into it. I do still like the just the wonk. Okay, this is a shot.
I mean, I guess it's the big shot.
Big shot. I'm shooting my face.
So you're just gonna get buddy with the bosses. Also, God, this song sucks.
Oh, so what? I was wondering how long can I just sit there and just not take damage?
The best part is you're not losing lives.
Oh yeah, because it takes like 3 hits for you to lose a life.
Okay, but what if you just held the button and also sped up time?
Now we're just fighting mini versions of all the bosses, I guess. I wonder if it's in the order that we fought them in, too. Wait, level up? Is there a leveling system?
I don't know.
Here we go! This just reminds me of that one level from Unjammer Lammy. Of what? Okay. Oh, it's just this again. It's just in an unfortunate direction.
Step away for a second and come back, and what the fuck is this? Why are you a satellite now?
I don't know, because we're going to space. As this is just turning into Gradius.
I mean, look at this fucking level already.
Yeah.
The only way it could be more Gradius is if this turned into a beat level.
Oh,
Yeah,
come
wow,
on.
huh? But, you know, unlike this, Gradius is good. Space potatoes.
Spudniks.
Honestly, they actually look like fingertips to me, but that just might be me.
I can see it.
The city of Babel?
Okay, seriously.
That was such a non-threatening boss.
Up.
This is still going, ain't it? Okay, I think this is the last one.
This has to be the last level.
Given the name of the level.
Also, here's your turbo music.
There we go, fucking finally. Yeah, see, this is some fucking turbo CDS music. Holy hell.
Oh, it's this.
Can you go through the bottom to the top?
Nope.
Rewind. Oh, okay.
Oh, this just gives me that. Okay, yeah.
Oh, have you been able to get those meats this entire time?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, do the plants work on like a bell thing?
Yeah. And you gotta just run into them.
That's a bit ass backwards, but okay. Shame we can't see what your actual form looks like.
Yeah, let me do this just for the sake of... Okay.
I hate it.
I hate how smug he looks.
Oh,
Oh,
okay,
yep, I
that's
see it.
weird. This is worse than any Gradius gimmick, actually. Oh man, this gimmick sucks.
He's good though.
Yeah. Level sucks, music slaps though. Yeah, this level's still going. Yeah, this is pretty horseshit.
Okay, here we go.
Like, I love that the power-up actively fucks you over for this stage. As I said before, it actively fucks you over. I do wonder what happens when you game over.
I can find that out with, see, hopefully I... Let's see if... Let's get at least pretty close to killing the thing. Let me just make sure that is... Oh,
There was a meat in there. I'm glad that this fight has my favorite kind of projectile, which is the face gun.
also
Which
just
is literally a gun that fires in the shape of the face.
the bouncy projectile.
Yeah, don't half face it, full face it.
But sometimes you just gotta face your problems head on. Still wouldn't call this Rockabilly, but it is good. Wow.
Oh.
The best part is you got a 1-up for it. Poop. What a fight.
Okay. Excited.
Wait, what?
Okay, let's get this here. I try to just do this. Oops.
And that's a pretty good death.
Okay, that's a pretty good game over screen.
Yeah, where does continue take you to?
Let's see. At the beginning of the stage.
Oof, 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 big oof.
Yep.
The swimming backwards part was cute.
Good luck. The poop rocket
Spaceship?
ship.
Yeah, it's this giant turd.
Is he gonna kick it? Nope. Well, he killed his UFO friend. This is this ending credits ass ending credits theme. Maybe we should just rank it to this.
Yeah. Let's see. Oops.
Do you think it's better or worse than the previous one?
I think it's better in general.
But by how much?
Let's see. That's let's see. What do we got in 9?
So you gotta bring up the list.
Yep. Got
I
trouble.
think it's better than Lotus Land Story.
I think it's probably same level. So probably 9.
Yeah, that sounds fine by me. That was pretty fun.
Yeah. Also, let me... I'll fill that out. Let's see. What's in soft? TDCD. Okay, and Tone was probably happy.
Yeah, or Goofy.
Yeah, let's do Goofy for that one. Let's see. So Charm,
Yeah, I guess.
Art.
Music good, art good.
Yeah. Oops.
Now, how did you think it was difficulty-wise?
It is easy.
Yeah, aside from like the final level, it all seemed pretty non-threatening.
Yeah. That's probably good for that then.
I wonder what the harder difficulty levels do.
I don't know.
Because I guess they could do less hit points. I'm not really sure if they can put more enemies on the screen.
Possibly. Okay, so that was Super Air Zonk.
This is a neat game.
Yeah. So thankfully this next game, and our last one definitely, this is not going to take long. Even in, also, to be honest, we don't need to see a whole lot of it. Or like, we'll get the gist pretty early. But I do kind of want to see as much as I can physically do. Because I really like this game. And so we are going back to Adventure Island. And actually, because we did Adventure Island 2, and it's weird because the game we're taking a look at now, New Adventure Island for the TurboGrafx 16 and Adventure Island 3 all came out within a relatively short amount of time of each other. And this technically is the next one that would have come out. So, where is it? I know I played it a little bit. I'm pretty sure I did. Oh, here, I'll just do this. I know I have it. So, this is Super Adventure Island. By Hudson Soft. Here's a little intro. Yeah, I will get to the soundtrack in a moment. There's a very distinct reason why this has a really good soundtrack. So, one of the things is that whenever I say that... Also, this has some really good early SNES sound. And this is very close to launch, I believe. So, the thing about this is that I normally like the Mega Drive sound, or like the Genesis soundtrack, or soundchip better in general. Because the thing is that the SNES soundchip is that it requires a lot of good sampling. So if you get, say, a person that does good sample work, it can have a really good effect. Like this. So this is Adventure Island, basically. You can't run in this one, but it works. So yeah, Yuzo Koshiro did the music for this.
Yeah, okay, that I was gonna ask, is he using Kashira?
Yep.
Which, man, that guy has some incredible fucking range. Like, I'm still surprised at how much he's done and how much... Also, did you hear about...
Oh,
that happened to him on Twitter?
Yeah, basically, since his wife's addicted to Animal Crossing, he's like, oh, I don't have my Switch anymore. And Lizard Cube's like, hey, we have a spare, you want it?
He was like, yeah, my second PC's not that good either, so I can't really play it on there.
So yeah, for the most part, this is basically more Adventure Island, but it just feels really good. So basically, if you get 2 of the same power-up, it will turn into the fire, which will make it pierce. Both the boomerang and the hatchet are pretty good. Also, I just want to reiterate how good this game feels. Like, I'm not gonna lie, if... Okay. I forgot that's how it works. If you gave me Super Mario World and this, it chose me to, or asked me to pick one to play, I personally would probably rather play this.
So once again, I still appreciate Yuzo Koshiro. The whole reason he got his name put on titles, it's because of his mom. Yeah, this game's neat. It's a neat game.
Oops. Okay.
No, no, Lola. Oh no.
Wait, what? Oops. Sorry to check something. Also, when you get the fire, you can actually destroy rocks. Not those rocks. Oops, okay. There we go. I like the record scratch whenever you finish a world.
It's pretty good. Also, Rhapsody keep cutting out.
Oh, that's a little weird. I wonder if he only wears the helmet in the US version.
No, it's a worldwide thing.
Look, you gotta be safe. I'll say that ticking down noise is a bit annoying.
Yep.
So the background's weirdly dark.
Yeah, it looks a little weird. Like, maybe they did it for the TurboGrafx 16 and didn't quite understand the palette.
It's just a little weird.
There we go. That's a kind of a...
That's a pretty dick
Oh.
move.
There you go. If you, oh yeah, I knew that there was a super jump. I just forgot to do it.
How do you do it?
Yeah, it's hold down and jump.
I'm dying.
Let's see, also, do we have... So, here's the thing, though. Yes, it's one of these levels, but goddamn is this song good.
Look, meat levels are a must.
This is the chillest meat level ever.
It really is.
God, this song is so good. I don't think it's hyperbole for me, but I think that this might actually be one of my favorite SNES soundtracks.
It probably is very much one of the best. Like, I would not disagree with you. Like, this is coming from someone who doesn't really like the SNES sound chip.
I just want to check. Okay, yeah, that is Death. Okay.
This Master Higgins looks fucking ridiculous.
Yep.
It's also such a weird thing to tie your character to.
It's just his massive chin.
Well, not just that, just a person whose claim to fame is being able to hit a button real fast.
Yep.
Well, do you think they did it as a placeholder? Because this was originally, what, Wonder Boy?
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe they just had to swap something in real quick, and they didn't really think this was going to be something they were going to get committed to.
Also, this is horrifying.
There we go.
Oh, it's certainly a fight. Yeah, why would you skip that? Like, honestly, if I didn't know any better, I'd hardly believe this is a fucking SNES soundtrack.
Yeah. Also, it's great, the fact that it's like, oh yeah, it's using samples from the song that I know.
Oh.
I don't know if you can barely hear it, but it uses the same samples as It Takes Two by CNC Music Factory.
Oh my fucking god, you're right.
I don't know if that
I'm
makes
glad
it
you
worse
just
or better.
immediately lost your skateboard.
It's fine. Also, at this point, we are over halfway through the game. This game is not that long, which is kind of one of the reasons it's something I like about it. Right.
Yes, to be fair, it doesn't need to be. Sometimes it's okay for a game to be short.
Also, the fact that you just kind of can stand on the tracks and you'll just pick you back up. And it won't kill you.
But that was certainly a level, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Also, this is not the kind of music that I expect from a desert level, but it works.
Yeah. I also do appreciate all of the levels are pretty varied.
Yeah. It has a really good, like, mix of levels. And none of them really are annoying. Like, even the what? Like, this is like the one platformer that I can say that it's like, I actually really enjoy the water levels in this game.
And it's probably like the least terrible minecart section I've ever seen in a game. Which is something, because minecart levels are pretty universally terrible.
Also, I like the placement of that end of level thing because there is an absolutely possibility where you can just miss that and you're gonna have to do a lot of the level over again.
Also, like, both of the water levels are so completely different aesthetically.
Yes.
Sorry, does that skeleton have a lightsaber?
Yes, it does.
Also, do you like that when it's getting back up, it flashes to show you how many times, like how much it's been hit?
It's a really tricky timing, though.
Yeah, that's what I think. You're closer than you think. Like your range is longer than you think it is.
Also, that only takes 3 hits, because this game knows when it's like,
Game
okay,
isn't
you
bad.
got it. Also, this is the final level.
Hot damn.
Yep, there's only 20 levels in this game, and they're all pretty good. Even the only problem with this, only problem with this one is that it's just a little hilly.
So man, the skateboard seems like kind of a liability.
It always has been.
Fucking love trap-ass power-ups.
Well, it's not like it, like, I mean, it also gives you a free hit, so it's not like it's, like, oh, you just lose it real quick. So, oh, right, yes, this is a nice level, isn't it?
God, if it's sneezing, I'll fucking die.
Yeah, flying into a pit's probably the only dangerous thing. But mention how good the soundtrack of this game is. Also, it's a limited visibility, but you can actually see the things on the edges. You can oh, okay, that's a little dickish. But not the end of the world. Okay, that's...
Yeah, the music's great.
Okay, so this one is slightly different because I believe this is a non-linear level. Also, these enemies are slightly annoying, but they're definitely dealable. Oops. Also, I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it, but there are bonus stages you'll occasionally find. But I think you just have to hit random things. And it's like, oh, you can get a 1-up out of it. So it's not like you're missing... It's not like a special stage from like a Sonic thing, where it's you miss out on something if you don't get them. Oops. That was my fault. Oh, okay.
Okay. Sounds not immediately obvious.
Yeah, that's slightly annoying. Oh. That was not nearly as bad as I remember it. Unless there is a fifth? No? Okay.
Behold a wizard!
I guess the special stages are for replay value,
Yeah, I guess.
because you are on that strict timer.
Oops. Oh, there we go.
Well, you just killed a man.
Uh-huh.
Straight fucking murked a dude.
Well,
It was him or you.
oh. Can you guess what the gimmick
Oh,
is?
is it one of these fights?
Yes.
Boy, howdy, I love All Might.
This despite how he can clearly fly.
Yep. So yeah, that's Super Adventure Island.
Finally, it's time to get laid. Been a good game.
Yeah.
He's okay.
That would have been an excellent rental.
Yes. And yeah, apparently Westone actually supervised this.
Hmm.
Which is probably why it's good. Yep, it's one of these.
Ah.
Alright. Okay, so yes, that was Super Adventure Island. That game is really good. In fact, let me go over here and scroll up a bit. Because let's see, what is... We have Adventure... Where is Adventure Island 2? We have Adventure Island 2. That at 8. That is way better than Adventure Island 2.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's scroll up a little bit.
Yeah, let's go here.
This or Sonic CD?
I would rather play Super Adventure Island than Sonic CD.
Okay, scroll up. This or Kirby's Adventure?
Man, at a personal level, Let me look at what's in 3, just to see. You know, honestly...
I don't think this is quite a 3, personally, but...
Yeah, like, I really like this game, but yeah, I don't think it's... There's something about it, like, I don't think
Spark
it's at
Story
3.
is
Yeah.
just that much better
Yeah,
than
it's
this.
like, these are just really good games. Yeah, I think 4 is pretty good.
Sounds fun by me. Racing, sir. Samurai Gunman. Johnny no more.
Super Adventure Island. 235. 1992. Hudson Soft. SNES. That is I'd say it's close to platformer than action. I'd say whimsical. So right off the bat, there's no doubt about it. Put that thumbs up. Actually, you know what? No, we don't. What was the one? Shit, what was the game that we put? Oh yeah, here. Give me that gold medal.
Yeah, it's fucking exceptional. So I think the art's really good.
Yeah, the art was really good. Oh, one thing, yeah, for BUGette up, I did want to put photosensitivity warning, but who cares? Because don't play that game. Difficulty was, I'd give a thumbs up for
Perfectly
difficulty.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gameplay feels pretty good.
I thought it was fairly charming.
Yeah, charming. And you know, I really like the fact that you can beat it in like 20 minutes.
Yeah. No, it's exactly as long as it needs to be and doesn't overstay its welcome.
Yeah.
And there's a lot to be said for that.
It's like, yeah, we only have 5, it's 20 levels. It's fine. It's not like Adventure Island 3, which goes on forever. Also, there is a level select code too, so even if you just want to continue off from a particular location, you can. But yeah, I really like Super Adventure Island. I think it's a phenomenal game. But yes, that'll do it for that. And that'll do it for the stream. So, with that, let us talk. Oh, also, let me accept that. Let me accept the 40 or 4.6 billion world creation story, whatever the hell it's called. Evo.
Evo Theory of Evolution is just what I call it.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Because I really want you to show that off. It's a really interesting game.
It's a really good game. Also, then I can do Evo for the SNES, which is not as good, but also interesting.
And once again, it was translated by my good buddy Kawoshi.
Yeah, they did good work translating a PC 98 game.
Yeah.
That's yeah. So, let us talk about that. Since that was enough for tonight, let us talk about what we're doing tomorrow. And I just gotta think. Let's see. Let's do this song. So, thank you all for watching. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can go to twitch.tv/LodePuzzlo. These episodes are recorded live 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Fridays, 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Saturdays, and 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Sundays. If you are watching this on Twitch, you can go to my YouTube channel, youtube.ltp.life. There you can watch these episodes at your leisure. This will probably be uploaded on Sunday. There's also my personal Twitter at LodePuzzlo, and the show's Twitter at Hazeltown Story. There's also the Discord, which at discord.ldp.life. There might be some polls going up regarding some release timing things. I'm trying to think about how to do it. But if you are interested in how this show is distributed in more than just Twitch, then you might want to take part in that. There's also Patreon, which at $2 and $5 tiers, you can go and support the channel with various hosting costs. So, tomorrow, fighting on other people's property, in which you take a look at a bunch of fighting games that are based on licensed properties. Like, say, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and Sailor Moon, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Also G Gundam, and Gundam Wing.
Yeah!
So yeah.
I love racism.
That would be good. Also, it's great seeing one Gundam Izuna drop another.
It is.
Yeah.
So much casual racism, though. It's great.
Yeah, that Gundam a windmill.
Yeah, Windmill Gundam is the Dutch Gundam. Fucking Egyptian Gundam is piloted by a mummy. Fucking Neo Mexico is a sombrero in space. It's terrible.
Alright.
Fucking Chinese Gundam's all about goddamn dragons and kung fu.
Yes. Also, German ninja.
German ninja. Yes.
So yeah, I think from what I see, I think is streaming. So that's looks like he's playing Saga 2. So go see how that is. Have a good night.